Big spot for DC trying Emi Bilkvist. There she is on the right side of the screen coming onto the pool deck. She's got one ISL win. She won match number 2. And again, for DC, I think the key for them today, Roddy, is they need to win the events that they're supposed to win.
There's no question about it. And then avoid the 6th, 7th, and 8th. They've got to start moving up just a little bit to break that stranglehold these top 3 teams have so far proved that they belong. But DC Trident is a good swim team. They have a lot of great swimmers on their team. Great relays. They have a chance. They can do this. And Bilkvist needs to start off by winning this event, as you said. It's not going to be easy. London's got 2 solid swimmers, in Dawson and Tussan especially.
Yeah, Tussan, second in match number 2. She scored 47.5 points, 7th overall in the MVP standings. But I think that you talk about this Budapest bubble that all the swimmers were in. Originally, she thought that she was going to go back to her training group in the Netherlands at the beginning of November. But she's decided to stay the course, battle against Bilkvist, train every day. I think some of the swimmers may be surprised at how much they've gained from being here, but overall, this Budapest bubble is just so great for the sport of swimming.
It certainly is. I've just been so impressed with the way they've handled almost every facet of this competition. It's been unbelievable. Great start there, middle of the pool. 0.48 on Tussan. That's the quickest off the blocks I've seen any swimmer do up to this point.
Yeah,
wow.
At this point, early on, if you're just joining us, LA won the first 2 events. Of course, got a whole slate of events for swimmers to go back and forth. London trailing by just 12 points. Tokyo Frog Kings and the LA Current, those 2 teams went back and forth all the way down to the skins to decide it. It's Dawson, not to the early lead. No, excuse me, that's Tussan in the lead in lane number 4. Apologize there.
28-3 going out. That angle on the water right now is just staying so consistent for Tussan. Just got a beautiful stroke. Reminds me a lot of Irie from Tokyo, who's very high on the water, very clean on the entry, very little splash. Just a beautiful stroke thus far for Kira Tussan.
All right, Tussan in the lead. 0.3 of a second ahead of Bilkvist. Bilkvist went 2:02.20. 0.3 of a second ahead of Bilkvist. Bilkvist went 2:02.23. She beat Tussan by, looks like she's gonna have a full body length lead, almost. Bilkvist still trying to move up.
Made up about 1/10 on the second 50 Bilkvist did, but I think Tussan is actually going to be faster. Yeah, she's faster than Bilkvist there, 30.8 to 30.9. Bilkvist is going to have to do it all in the last 50, and she's starting to inch. Oh, yeah.
Bilkvist, Tussan tied now, 25 meters to go. Bilkvist a year ago battled severe knee pain, decided to compete in ISL, has had surgery. She's back in the pool, and Emi Bilkvist is going to win the 200 backstroke for the 2nd time this season. DC Trident getting the win.
That is fantastic. What a swim for Bilkvist. She goes a second faster than she went last week. Not only a second faster, she goes her lifetime best by a half a second. And I can't begin to tell you how big that was for DC Trident. Picked up huge points. Kira Tussan was great too. She was 2:02.6, which was her best time of the season by a full second. So she certainly did her job there. Ali Deluf had a nice job of getting 4th for LA to kind of keep it in there, but boy, I tell you, this was all Bilkvist the last 50. Her last 50, 31-1. Nobody else broke 32. Tussan was 32.9 on the end. Really faded bad, but boy, she built such a big lead on everybody. She didn't give up second easily.
Big time performance by Emi Bilkvist. Jackpot time. Mark Foster's down with the winner, Emi Bilkvist.
Amy, you look pretty pleased.